On the Camino de Compostela. Certain months later.
The pilgrim trails across France converged at Osterbat, in the foothills of the Pyrenees. There, the group of 20 or so pilgrims who had been travelling alongside me since I'd left Tours swelled to about 70. Some were prosperous citizens, some probably on the run from justice, a few drunks, and several monks and clergymen. Several languages were spoken, including Flemish, a German tongue, and a southern French language called Oc. Nevertheless, there was no lack of communication among them, and as we crossed the Pyrenees, they sang, played games, told stories, and in several cases had love affairs. While my baby and I kept mostly to ourselves.
Ganz schön frech, die mit ihrem Kind.
Hush now.
Hum a song.
Richtig dreist.
I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. Rock the baby? Did you not rock the baby?
Kann ein Mann nicht einfach mal seine Ruhe haben? Der Weg aus Babenberg war doch anstrengend genug.
Oh, go for a walk. I don't see the point of apologising because they won't be able to hear it. Or understand.
Ein Kind hat ja auch gar nichts verloren. Stimmt doch, oder?
Psst, jetzt ist aber gut.
No, tomorrow I'll leave. Can't go that way. Oh, down to the riverside. I wonder what Jack even looks like nowadays. Granted, bridge privileges, so everyone's been passed through here. The tax merchants profit greatly.
Dear Lord, what are you doing? You should get out of the water. It's freezing.
My ring! I lost my ring! Dear Lord, please show mercy.
Most sure I can stay near the spring in
Come
town. I
back
thought
to
it
me.
would be quieter.
Please come back to me.
Okay, so we may stumble across the ring. I don't think that's what I wanted to do. Oh, search for the ring.
Where are you? Where did you go?
What, me?
The cold will kill you.
I can't leave without my ring.
Oh, I was hoping for a bit more detail, but alright. Oh, hello. I found it.
I found it.
I found a ring.
Yes! Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You are a very kind woman. So very, very kind.
I'm glad I could help.
Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Are you getting warmer?
Are you getting warmer?
I am, thank you.
Tell me about your ring.
I can see this ring is very precious to you.
It was a gift from my stepmother. She thought I would stay forever, but I didn't.
Why did you leave?
Why did you leave?
Oh, I thought I didn't belong. She always said I was her daughter, but I was sure she was lying. I was so selfish and so stupid. Too stupid to see I really was happy.
Maybe you really weren't happy.
Maybe you really weren't happy.
I don't know. I was very young and thought I was unhappy because I didn't live close to the sea. But in the end, the sea did not feel the same about me. The cold there made me sick. It took away my sight.
Why didn't you go back?
Why didn't you go back?
She had been so angry when I left. So angry and disappointed. She would have never let me return.
Ah, that's why you went on the pilgrimage.
Yes, so that St. James might see my devotion, and I will be united with my mother in heaven. I'm just not as kind as you. Not kind at all.
We have much in common.
Actually, we two have quite a few things in common. I too am trying to make amends with the one man I loved the most. I was told he went straight to Santiago.
You will know soon.
Not soon enough. It's still 4 weeks till I get there.
He'll be there, I'm sure of it.
I hope so. I just feel that with every day that passes, I'm losing him a bit more.
Uh-oh.
And that the only thing I can allow myself still to hope for is not love, but forgiveness.
I understand.
Hey, hush now. Not long now and our journey will be over,
Camino de Santiago. El Camino de Santiago, also known as the Way of St. James, is a Christian pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, where the remains of Jesus' apostle St. James the Greater were presumably put to rest. The pilgrimage to Santiago, besides Jerusalem and Rome, is one of the most important pilgrimages in Christianity, and is believed to be one of the only ways to free a pilgrim of their sins. I mean, I would have said what the Bible says, which is, the death of Jesus, rather than things we can do, but hey. By the 12th century, it has become a well-organized undertaking. Even a book was written as a travel guide for pilgrims, the Codex Calixtinus, supporting the pilgrims in completing their travel. The scallop shell, scallop? It is, isn't it? Is used to guide the pilgrims on their way and serves as a symbol of St. James and the Camino, because at the end of their travel, the pilgrims will almost have reached the ocean. And I think some walk the last little bit as well. I don't know why you give me... I don't have any choices.
The woman's name was Alba. She came from a small town somewhere in Catalonia. I quickly got used to her constantly feeling out for her stepmother's ring and the sad guilt that would always follow in her milky eyes. I wasn't sure if she appreciated my company, but I couldn't leave her on her own either. By the time we reached Los Arcos, she'd stopped talking, while I kept on dropping a kind word here and there to let her know I was still by her side.
Okay, to Burgos.
Alba believed herself to be of weak mind and body, and yet she walked the Camino with a strong sense of purpose that willed her onward. It made me wonder about what I'd told her about my own journey. Did I hope for love, or was I really traveling because I needed him to forgive me?
why not both?
But what was there to forgive? My decision to marry Alfred had been in the best interest of the people of Shiring. It was a sacrifice I had to make to stop the evil reign of William Hamley. These questions had haunted me for a long time now. But if I really was going to see Jack soon, it was time to make up my mind.
Yeah, but you've kind of built up a lot of commitment to one another. Even if it's not like a wedding commitment or even an engagement, you've built up a lot of commitment to one another, and there is that expectation of faithfulness to one another that maybe had not been spoken, but really? And I think it's probably worse that it's someone where there's that animosity between the two of them. So I think, you're trying to rationalize away the kind of problem, because it's, to an extent it is a betrayal, and it would be a betrayal the other way around as well if Jack had gone off with someone else. Gone off, that's a bit not right. But yeah, I hope I make sense. I probably don't. To Lyon.
Around Lyon, the path began to gradually turn uphill. It was only 2 more weeks till we'd reached Santiago. The baby was in a good mood, and so, surprisingly, was Alba.
Oh, right, I was expecting a little bit more. We keep walking.
After Astorga, the trail got more difficult. Alba became slower and slower, and we had to rest more. She became quiet again. The strain on her old body grew, and she worried that she might not be able to reach the end. Still, we managed to push onward.
Yeah, that's the whole problem with saying, if you do this, you will be saved. Because what if you can't do those things? Like, you're not actually able to. Like this. That just puts you in more, and gives you more anxiety and grief. Ponferrada.
The next morning, she refused to get up. Her breathing was disturbingly shallow, and she hardly noticed me touching her forehead. Everything hurts, she said, and urged me to continue without her.
No. Stay.
Of course, I stayed with her. I brought her food and water and sat by her side. But day after day, her condition grew worse. She kept on urging me to go, to find Jack, saying the monks of Ponferrada would take care of her.
No, we'll stay.
I'd hardly known her, and most of the time she'd tried to push me away, as if she considered herself a nuisance that slowed me down and who didn't deserve company. It wasn't until a few moments before she died that, for the first time, she smiled at me, and I like to believe that she saw me smile back. I still like to believe that here, in this unlikely place, dying next to a near stranger, she'd found a moment of serenity and happiness, but she'd not reached Santiago. When I left, that thought still haunted me. To see that a journey could come to an end so suddenly. But what would be different if she had reached Santiago? Could she have been disappointed by what she found?
Right, onwards. After 1 month of travelling on the way of St. James...
After months of hard travel, the child and I finally reached Santiago de Compostela. In the evening, we attended Mass in the great cathedral, then started to roam the town looking for my dear Jack. It was almost dawn when finally a priest pointed me to an inn close by.
Find out if Jack is here.
Buenos dias. Do you understand me?
Sinto-cho ben, pero non temos camas dispoñibles.
No, I don't need a room. I was told a friend of mine stayed here some time ago. A red-haired Englishman called Jack. Do you remember him?
Eu só che falo en galego, miña rula.
Francais? English?
Oh, that's great. Maybe I can rest at the fireplace. No, okay. Right. Well, the influence. I was told Jack stayed here, but where did he go then? Oh! If I show her my redhead. Wait, he doesn't have a child. It doesn't have a name. Poor child.
Oh, que cousiña. Eche rubio.
See, redhead.
Have you seen his father?
Have you seen his father? Padre del Niño? Jack Builder?
Ven sendo un peregrino?
What?
É un peregrino?
Oh, no. No. He's not a pilgrim.
Entón, quen ven sendo?
Mason. I don't know what the options to point out are. Oh! He's a mason. Well, we'll try that.
He's a mason.
Ai, mal rayo me partas, entendo o que me estás a contar.
Point at something.
Let me show you something.
Oh, I don't know what my options are. Point at the cathedral.
He's a mason. He builds things like that.
Ah, eche masón. Albanel.
See, a mason. It's the same word in Galician.
Por aquí pasan unha morea de masóns. Non me poderías dicir algo máis sobre él?
Well, he's a mason and he has red hair. He's also very knowledgeable. But how do I tell you that?
I'm place. No. Ask for help. Can I ask for help?
Oh, can you help us translate?
O inglés non cho falo. Desculpa.
Right, no. Okay. What have we got? I can point at the jars, but I don't think that helps. The Amores. No, I don't... So I need to get details of his face.